Hello, 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 and welcome back to Axis and Allies doing the Pacific. Last episode, we had an amazing fleet battle. I was just looking at the end of the last video to check out where we were at, and I remember building this factory in the Philippines. And look at this, we have so many transports coming in. We don't have much of a fleet left, but that's fine. Oh my. So, let's talk. What do we want to do? We, I think, are the Russians right now. And as the Russians, it would be great to blitz into either Anglo-Egypt or India. India being the actual one of strategic importance. We can use our planes in neither of the battles. Oh, they also have Xinjiang that we need to blitz into, it looks like. That or set up a defense. I mean, like, I've been buying lots of tanks, I remember, with them. But realistically, should have been buying more infantry. But now I can get Aiden too, right? Instead of, yeah. So that's good. We can send... Those planes just can't get anywhere useful. Because we're trying not to win by conquering Germany, which is annoying, we can send 4 tanks to there. That will crush that handedly. We can send 4 tanks to here with 2 men. That'll crush that. We'll probably end up losing the tanks. If I send this, it'll be better. And then I can send these infantry down. All of that stuff is good. There's no way with 30 units he can pierce this. Despite having a lot of tanks, we're on defense. There's so many of us. We're going to go and unite down in Persia, where these planes can really be effective. And Yakut's going to stay in Yakut. And that's pretty good for the Russians. I don't know if the Russians still own a submarine. Doesn't look like they do. So let's hit done. And then Xinjiang first. We get both of them. And they hit us back on a 4. And then in India, easy peasy. And then Russian non-combat move. We don't have a non-combat move because we didn't use planes offensively. Then in the Caucasus, we'll deploy a bunch of infantry. And then even more in Russia. And now we're actually putting sustainable things on the board. Germans are attacking us in the Balkans. Makes sense. We're going to go crush that army pretty handedly. The British, do they have a factory in Norway? They do. So 12. 10 in a tank. Why not? You know what? It'd be nice to go and bombard them. Like, bomb Germany using a whole bunch of bombers. Because we get 3 bombers exactly. It's off by like a turn. So what if we get 2 bombers and 4 infantry? And then we go here. I'm gonna leave 2 infantry behind. No, I'm not. I was gonna leave 2 infantry behind because technically if you place just bombers in the UK, Germany could do an airstrike, an attack to conquer it, but have no intentions of actually conquering it, just so they can blow up all your planes. Which I don't think the AI would ever do, but it's just a thing that they could do. So you gotta be honorable, and yeah. So they're gonna kill one of my infantry here for sure with this retaliation. But I can kill all 3 of them with this huge airstrike. So that's all I need to send. And then 10 of these infantry can drop. And there we go. I don't think the British have anything else left in the world other than New Zealand. I could have built a factory in India. That's really neat because the Russians can always reconquer it for you and then you can build in it right away. It's so cheesy though. Alright, so we took the Balkans. We're leaving just a single man there. We're going to land all these planes on the fleet. Done. 3 infantry here. Bombers over here. Collect 30 bucks. Okay, they're attacking. Oh my god, the Japanese still have fight in them. They really do. Oh my god. This is actually like a really good offensive from them. I didn't actually expect them to be able to come back in force here, but they're not out of the fight yet. My real problem is what to do with these 5 transports. Because they can't get to the Philippines. So I can't protect them. Well, I can. It's just hard. This bomber can take out that transport. But this is the American production. Yeah, so what are we going to build in the Philippines? A new fleet? Like an aircraft carrier and 2 planes? That seems like overdoing it, but you almost need the turn. This huge army here is all like rearing to go, so we get another transport as well. I just question whether or not we should have a battleship. But let's hit done here for a second. We'll move this to here. Oh, we can't get there yet. Oh. In which case we'll move some things up. So they can attack Buryatia in the future, let's say. Oh yeah, these guys can't... This is 9 units. So that's this whole fleet full, minus 1. So if I go to Okinawa, I can pick a guy up, or I can do it in Borneo, or Carolines. I'll do it in the Carolines. I'll move my fleet to the Carolines. This bomber, I'm sorry, you're going to lose this. I'm not actually that sorry, but, you know. Okay. Well, I moved that whole fleet down. It'd be nice to be able to unite the fleet over here with something. So let's move a contingent over here. It's a pretty weak fleet. Oh, but there's going to be a whole extra fleet in the Philippines that they can unite with in Kwangtung. Okay, and then this fleet can go here, and they can't attack it. They don't have enough air force. I mean, they've attacked me in the past when I didn't think they could, and they've paid dearly for it. Because I built this stuff, we should use it. But it's actually kind of sketchy. I don't have enough to guarantee killing it if I use the plane. Ugh. I'm going to just load up the infantry. It's going to be fine. If I landed the infantry and sent the plane, I'd have 2 hit points, and I'd be attacking on a 3 against his sub, which defends on a 1. But if he got lucky and hits me, right, if I didn't kill him already, then I have to lose my aircraft carrier, or I'll probably lose the fight and lose everything. And in that case, my plane would have nowhere to land, and it would just be messy. So we are going to type that submarine, and we are going to type that transport. We missed. Oh no, we had the auto hit because reasons, and then he missed, which is nice. We land in the Philippines. Everything else is chill. We would like to put the aircraft here. Nice frontline stuff. Cool. Now it's time for 7 infantry, I think, and 2 tanks. Yeah. And I think I'm just going to try and blitz Persia again. It's not perfect, but it really isn't perfect. If he got lucky on a 2, he could kill both my infantry here. But I think that's better. I'd rather put pressure here. And like this is just a auto hit, and then it's a 50-50 either way. But I want to hurt Japan. I don't want them to be able to unite these tanks behind infantry and planes. So it's worth it to me to attack. I just wish I had more air force. I'm used to building more planes as Russia, but in this campaign I've built a bunch more tanks to do these stupid suicide blitzes. But now that I have infantry moving up, we should be in the clear. Don't have enough to attack Germany or anything, so this whole stack is just here to basically protect the British. Though part of me wonders if I should stack it in the Balkans. Maybe I'll do it with the British next turn. It's not like the Germans have enough air force to take out my fleet anymore. Okay, let's hit done. Xinjiang. Remain. We all killed each other. India. They killed both my guys. Which means I'll retreat. They got lucky. What can I say? We talked about it, but I think... Yeah, and we didn't get lucky. We could have hit them on a 2. We missed. They hit us on a 2. We lost our guy. And then in Xinjiang, we both died, which is fair. And everything else is fine. So, Russians. Place 4 infantry here. You know what? I'm going to do 2 infantry and 2 tanks just so I can blitz India. And a whole bunch of infantry here to go behind this infantry. Germans are attacking again. Deploying as much defense as they can, but I have no intention of attacking them that way. I only intend to drop a couple of dudes down. Yeah, we'll move a guy up here. Down to here. I'm just trying to figure out, like, could I No, I can't split this army in halves. It'd be fun to see the Germans come out at us, but right now we have them completely locked in. And I have an overwhelming air force that just comes in and says, you're all dead, and then I back out. Well, actually, I could hold it if I did what I was talking about earlier, which was land my planes. So I would do... Then I would have how much here? I'd have 4 fighters. This just seems like a good way to lose a lot of troopers, but... You know what? Let's do it. Bet that feels right. So he dies, and then our 4 planes land here. Then we get... British collect 25. Yeah, not having Africa is pretty rough on the whole resources front. They're attacking us, and they got through. And then they're uniting their forces where they can to try and create good pushes. And look, now they're defending Xinjiang as heavily as I thought they would, which is why I really pushed hard. However, What do the Americans want to buy? Probably some transports. Probably a battleship. And at least 3 things for Philippines. Oh, 2 things for the Philippines. Because one of them will be a battleship. Okay. That sounds okay. So we bring this stuff across, and we drop it on the Far East. This stuff goes up. A couple of infantry come to... I can't go to Wake Island, but I can go to Solomon safely, which is better than Hawaii. And then I take... I didn't even unload these transports. I should have unloaded them, because then I could have picked up fewer infantry and more tank. We can go into Indochina, though. And then they won't be able to take India back. I wanted Kwangtung, but... And do I have to do it with all my ships? No, definitely not. So... all the ones that have tanks, you go there. Then you're going to go here. I don't know if you're actually in danger of anything. Right? Because this bomber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 could land in Borneo. Okay. So that goes there, and that's why having the extra Air Force here is nice. This ground force might die, but it'll cost them. I thought I had an extra Air Force. I don't have an extra Air Force. 1, 2. But all these fighters won't be able to reach me other than the one here and the bomber there. So fleet is basically safe. That fleet is basically safe. This bomber could do something, but all of these things have AA guns, and I don't like screwing with that mess. So it's really just... may as well use this fleet. And if we drop our guys here, then we can kill this equatorial French guy. And then it'll probably get counterattacked, but then they're out of troops here in the east, because there's no more reinforcements coming to Africa. Except for, there's just these 4 units. Okay. Good job, America. We're just doing a wrap-up here. Indochina. You died, I died, you died. Soviet FAR. We lost a guy, unfair. French Equatorial. You know what I should have done, which I was super idiot about? I only moved some guys to Western Canada last time. I should have moved extra guys to Western Canada, because then they could have gone back and forth. Instead, I need to look at the history and see, what did I buy? I think I bought 2 convoys, yeah. So only one of them. Actually, one of them can go quasi-unloaded in the future. Who knows? Maybe I'll just go to Okinawa with that fleet. I'm not sure. I don't make the rules here, do I? Okay, lots of green in the Americas. And by Americas, I mean Southeast India, or Southeast Asia. I would like you to be here. And I would like you to go here. Oh, they didn't kill our guy there. That's nice. And you get a tank. Or sorry, a battleship. And 2 tanks. Which is tricky, because it's like, how do I get the infantry to go with that stuff? It takes like a couple turns of build up. Yeah, it was a mistake, I think, to get that many tanks. What if I undid and get like a single tank here and a convoy? And then here I'll get another convoy and a tank. And that's just a little bit more balanced. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But we'll call that done. America's collecting a bunch of money. And that was 2 rounds. I hope you enjoyed. We'll pick it up. Still trying to wrap this up in the next one. And yeah, see you there. Nani?